Hello students, welcome to Kiran Pothina Maths. Today we are solving LPP sheet 4 from our target 80 by 80 series. This is a very important 6 marks question because it introduced a special concept called multiple optimum solutions. Most students expect the optimal value to occur at only one corner point, but in this problem we will see something different. Let's draw the graph and understand why the minimum value occurs at more than one point. Now observe the question carefully. We have two constraints, 2x plus y greater than or equal to 3 as well as x plus 2y greater than or equal to 6. So let's start. So what is our objective function given? That is given z equal to x plus 2y. So this is our objective function, and then constraints are so here are two constraints given. First one is 2x plus y greater than or equal to 3, and then the next one is x plus 2y greater than or equal to 6. So these are the main constraints. Now what about these two, x comma y greater than or equal to 0? So what about these two? Means these two represents solution region lies in first quadrant of the solution region lies in first quadrant. Okay, because when x is positive and y positive, that means the graph will be lies in first quadrant itself. These two combination also we need to draw in first quadrant. Okay, now when come to this, first 2x plus y greater than or equal to 3, I will convert this to 2x plus y equal to 3, and this is to x plus 2y equal to 6. Now first I will find the points by taking x equal to 0 as well as y equal to 0. Similarly for this one also. Okay, first I will take x value 0 as well as y value 0. When I take x value 0, what will get y value? When x value 0, y value 3. But when y value 0, x value 3 by 2. In this condition, when x value 0, what is y value? Y value 3. When y value 0, x value 6. So these are the points. So what are the points we got? Points are 0 comma 3 and 3 by 2 comma 0 for the first line. Next, for second line, points are 0 comma 3 and 6 comma 0. See, after getting points, instead of drawing a graph, first we will do the checkpoint also, because when we complete this theory part first will be completed. So checkpoint, which point we have to consider checkpoint? So I will consider 0 comma 0 is checkpoint. Consider 0 comma 0 is checkpoint. So that 0 comma 0 we have to substitute in inequality. So the inequality given 2x plus y greater than or equal to 3. In the place of x and y I will substitute 0. So 2 into 0 plus 0 greater than or equal to 3. Nothing but 0 greater than or equal to 3. So when the 0 greater than or equal to 3, we will consider true or false. So 0 greater than 3 is false. So whenever it is false, we have to write like shade the region opposite to checkpoint. See, if it is true, then we have to write towards checkpoint. So when it is false, we have to write opposite to checkpoint. So this is about the first line. Now when come to second line, checkpoint for this is consider 0 comma 0 is checkpoint. So I consider 0 comma 0 is checkpoint. Now I will substitute in the given inequality, that is x plus 2y greater than or equal to 6. What about x and y? I consider 0 comma 0. So x value is 0. So y value is also 0. So which is 0 greater than or equal to 6. So this is also false. So whenever it is false, what we need to write? Shade the region opposite to checkpoint. shade the region opposite to checkpoint. Okay, so once you see what we done from starting onwards, so we consider the given inequality, first one, that is a 2x plus y greater than or equal to 3. Now from that, this is one more, x plus 2y greater than or equal to 6. Now after converting into inequality, we need to convert into equation. Now what are the points we got? 0 comma 3 as well as 3 by 2 comma 0. In second line, points we got 0 comma 3 and 6 comma 0. How to get points? Do you understand now? How to get points? By taking x value 0, you'll get y value. By taking y value 0, you'll get x value. Next. So next important thing is a checkpoint. For that checkpoint, we'll consider 0 comma 0 in both the conditions. When we get false, we need to write like opposite. Here also we got false, so we'll write opposite to checkpoint. So this is the theory part starting. Now we will enter into the graph. So remember the points 0 comma 3 and 3 by 2 comma 0. We will move to graph. Now come to the graph. See here on this graph, scale I consider on x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit, because we got very less values. Similarly on y-axis also 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. Now coming to the graph, the first line points are 0 comma 3, first line point 0 comma 3 and 3 by 2 comma 0. 3 by 2 is nothing but 1.5, so I will mark it here. So what are first line points? 0 comma 3 and then 3 by 2 comma 0. 3 by 2 comma 0 means this one. So now I will join these two. Okay, now I will join these two. So I will mention the name of that line also. What is the name of that line is 2x plus y equal to 3. Okay, see, after joining those 2 points and writing the points like 0 comma 3, 3 by 2, write the line equation name also. Next, when come to the second line, the points are 0 comma 3 and then 6 comma 0. So I will join these two also, 0 comma 3 as well as 6 comma 0. So when come to the equation of that line, the line equation is x plus 2y equal to 6. So what about this point? This point is 6 comma 0. So I mentioned all the points. One is 0 comma 3, 3 by 2 comma 0, and the one 0 comma 3 as well as 6 comma 0. Now when we observe the graph of this, nothing but the checkpoint, for the first line, green line, we got opposite, right? So this is our checkpoint 0 comma 0. We got false. False means what? Opposite to checkpoint. Similarly, red line, for that second line also we got checkpoint greater than, like checkpoint false we got. That means opposite, upwards. Now when we observe both, this is the region. Okay, so this is the region. We got everything, like first line is also comes under this, second line is also comes under. So what we will consider that region is, that region we will consider as unbounded region. So I will shade that. So this part we will consider as the unbounded region, because first line also comes under this, second line region also comes under this. So this is our feasible region. Now in this feasible region, what are our corner points is, one is this is 0 comma 3 as well as 6 comma 0. So these are our two corner points, because we should not consider 3 by 2 comma 0 is our corner point, because at this point we are not having any region. So 0 comma 3 as well as 6 comma 0 is our corner point, and this region we will consider as unbounded region, unbounded feasible region. Okay, so now we will mention the corner points here. So we got two corner points. What are those? First one is 0 comma 3 and then the next one is 6 comma 0. So let us check the values what it will give. So the values it will give is, when we substitute x value 0, y value 3, it will be 0 plus 2 into 3. What we are getting? 6. Similarly, so this is 6 plus 2 into 0. Again here we are getting 6. So if you observe, we got only two corner points and both the corner points is giving 6. Now which one we should consider maximum, minimum? Because the question is asked related to minimum. Which value is minimum? If you observe, both the values are minimum values. Okay. Now if it is bounded region, okay, we got unbounded only. I am telling, if it is bounded region, then what is the conclusion is minimum value of z is 6 at 0 comma 3 and 6 comma 0 we will write if it is bounded. But since it is unbounded, then what we need to write is, see here I will write the conclusion clearly. Since it is unbounded, to find minimize, because we are finding minimum value, no? To find minimize we take z less than 6. So this is the inequality. So compulsory you need to do this. Z less than 6. Why 6 means? Because here we got the 6 minimum 6 value only we got. So that only we have to take. Y less than means still we need to find that minimum value. So that means if it is bounded, we will consider 6 is only the minimum. But if it is unbounded, less than 6, we will get or not, we have to check. For example, if they ask maximum, then we will take z greater than 6. Okay. Since they are asking minimize, we will consider z less than 6. Now, but what is z here? Z is nothing but x plus 2y less than 6. So that same z value only we have to take, that is x plus 2y equal to less than 6. Now based on x plus 2y less than 6, we will consider the points by converting into equation as like how we will do previously like that. When x equal to 0, what is y value? Okay, first of all, this x plus 2y less than 6 we will convert into equation, that is x plus 2y equal to 6. Now from that, when x equal to 0, y value 3, when y equal to 0, x value 6. So points we got. So what are the points? Points are 0 comma 3 and 6 comma 0 points we got. Now we will do checkpoint also for this. Okay, checkpoint. So what is the checkpoint for this is, again we will consider 0 comma 0 is checkpoint. Consider 0 comma 0 is as checkpoint. Now 0 comma 0 again we have to substitute in this inequality. So x plus 2y less than 6, when x and y both are 0, 0 less than 6, 0 less than 6 is true. True means what? Shade the region towards checkpoint. Shade the region towards checkpoint. Okay, so like this we have tried. See, if you are following my target 80 by 80 series, first 3 sheets of LPP if you observe, those are all bounded problems only. So that means in that case, this type of condition we won't do. We should not do also, not required. But whenever it is unbounded, this type of thing we have to do compulsory. When we have to take less than if they ask minimum. But when we have to take greater than if they ask maximum. Okay. Now after doing this, again these points 0 comma 3 and 6 comma 0 we have to substitute in graph. Okay, that is how we have to do. I will tell you. Okay, so this is 0 comma 3 as well as 6 comma 0. So we got both the same points only we got. Then how to draw the line I will tell you. So we have to draw a dotted line, we have to draw on that. On that we have to draw dotted line. See, for example, like this. On that line only we have to draw dotted line. Okay, but we have to mention further, little further, so that you can understand easily. One more line is there above that on the. Okay, so now what about this line? This line is x plus 2y less than 6. Okay, now for this third line, what we got? Checkpoint we got towards checkpoint, right? For the third line. So the new region will be like this. Okay, the new region is downwards. Okay, new region downwards. But what is our original region? Original region upwards, but new region downwards. Is there any intersection between old and new? No, there is no region, right? So then what will be our final conclusion is, since there are no common points, between unbounded feasible region, and z less than 6. Unbounded feasible region and z less than 6. Okay, So what if common, see if there is common region, like if new region also mix in old region, for example like this, if new region also mix in old region like this, then we will say there is no minimum value. Okay, but here in this case we are not getting any common region, therefore, okay, therefore the minimum value of z, therefore the minimum value of z is 6 at at all the points, at all the points of the line segment, at all the points of the line segment, line segment joining which two points, 0 comma 3 and 6 comma 0. See, the most important part in this question is this line. The minimum value of z is 6 at all the points of the line segment joining 0 comma 3 and 6 comma 0. Whoever prepares well, they will write this conclusion. You should write like this only. But when we have to write like this, whenever you get two minimum points, like whenever the minimum value occurs at 2 points or else maximum value occurs at 2 points like that, then you have to write like this. So the minimum value of z is 6 at all the points of the line segment joining 0 comma 3 and 6 comma 0. So what does it meaning, you know? What are 0 comma 3? This is 0 comma 3 and this is 6 comma 0. That means when we join now, we will get a line, right? Line segment. On that line segment, if we take any point, we will get the value 6 only. So that's what the meaning here. So that's why whenever you get minimum value or maximum value at 2 points, conclusion should be like this. Okay, students, this is the key observation. The feasible region is unbounded, but the minimum value of z occurs along a line segment, not at a single point. If this sheet helped you, share it with your friends preparing for second PU board exams. Don't forget to watch the previous sheets in our target 80 by 80 LPP series. See you in the next video with another important 6 marks question.